These are called feed dogs on a sewing machine. And as I advance the machine, they go up, then they go horizontally, and that pulls the fabric in a direction. Now what's amazing to me about these machines is that by just pressing this lever, that's it, the direction of those feet, let's change, even though I'm continuing to advance in the same direction. So now it's going up and pushing it in, then I press the lever, and now, just by even though I'm rotating the same direction here, the feed dogs go the opposite direction. They go up and push back this way. So they're reversing their direction, even though I am continuing to rotate the machine in the same direction. And what else is amazing about this is that even though in a car, the reverse is actually going to involve gears and clutches, and it's complicated, and there's even the potential to grind gears, this system is completely smooth, and there's no point at which it will grind gears or anything. And if I hold it halfway, the feed dogs only go up and down. So how is this system so sort of flawlessly smooth and sort of uncomplicated in a way, when yet it works perfectly at a very high speed? And the answer all comes down to this little system here. It's just super genius. You can see there's a little block that moves up and down in a metal channel. And that whole block, that whole system, is actually at an angle relative to the entire machine. You can see that angle, right? And then when I press down on the reverse here, see if we can get a little more light. There we go. If I press down on the reverse, all that happens is the angle of that channel turns about 45 degrees the other way. And so the feed dogs are going this way in a kind of up, sideways, down, up, sideways, down. And then as soon as I hold this down, they go the other way. Actually, it's kind of reversed to the angle of this. And we're going to figure out exactly why that is on the other side of the machine. But it's just all about that genius little channel. Maybe you have a hint or an idea about how this is working. Now, I just want to be clear that the feed dogs don't just move up and down in an angle the same way that channel does. They go up, then totally horizontally, or pretty horizontally movement, and then come down. So it's not a direct, they're just in that channel moving like this or like this. It's a little bit more complicated than that. And so let's dive a little deeper and see how this actually works. Now the machine is sideways, but I'm still going to use the terms horizontally and vertically in reference to how the feed dogs are moving. So, and this screwdriver is just to hold a spring that's normally held by a plate. So as I advance the machine, this, by the way, this right here is the feed dogs, this plate. And what's causing the up and down of the feed dogs, which would be this direction, is caused by this oval-shaped cam. And that makes sense, right? It pushes every once in a while on the plate here and forces it up or down. And that's what's causing the up and down movement of those feed dogs. How is it going left and right, or forwards and backwards, I should say? It's all caused by what's going on over here. And it looks like a similar situation, another oval-shaped cam in an arm. And you'd think that that causes the up and down of the feed dogs. But that's actually not the case. The up and down of the feed dogs here is actually unrelated, not 100% unrelated, but mostly unrelated to the up and down of this sort of C-shaped arm here. What this is doing is it's actually forcing, you can see it down here, it's forcing the little block in and out of this channel. It's actually a sort of back and forth relationship where the channel is actually forcing the arm to move in a sideways, relative to the machine, in a sideways movement slightly, right, because it's at an angle. It's causing that arm to move at a sideways angle as it is forced to move up and down by the cam. So there's the up and down correlating to the 45 degree, or like probably more like a 25 degree angle left and right. And that left and right movement, even ever so subtle, is accentuated back in here by some hinge systems, which increases the left and right movement because of those hinges, and their left and right effect on the feed dog plate. So you can see if I go just a little bit, let's see if we can get the left and right here. So I'm doing left and right of the plate versus the left and right, or sort of up and down of this guy. We're going to notice the relationship. So as you can see, the block goes up and down in that channel. Notice this goes left and right. I know it looks like up and down in this video, but left and right in the machine, forwards and backwards. You can see that relationship between those two things. And then, see if I can steady it all. By holding down the lever, the reverse lever, and reversing that, you can see it's going to glide in that channel in the other direction. It's a little harder to see now, but it's still gliding in that channel in the other direction. And so the left and right of the feed dog plate is going in the opposite direction. And I'm going to just keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then pressing the lever or not. So as I go back, the feed dog plate is going left, or let's say down in the video. If I pull back, it's going down. Now I'm going to do the exact same action while holding the reverse, and it's going up. No reverse, it's going down. With reverse, it's going up. And that is how that works. And then halfway, notice it doesn't really have an effect because there's no, translational movement when that block is going exactly up and down. It's not pushing up and down at all, or left and right on this. And so that's how that works. There's two separate systems, all driven by the same bar, two different cams, one for the up and down movement of feed dogs, and the other one with some advanced leverage causing the left and right movement of the plate. And I just think that is genius, and in its simplicity, and has no clutching or anything, and just, yeah, I thought that was really cool. So that is the reverse mechanism on a Singer Heavy Duty 4452. I hope you found that interesting, and yeah, thanks for watching.